My, aren't we all dressed up? Dean Hargreaves, when you get through jitterbugging with Mr. Louis Jordan, I'll be here waiting for you to hand over the keys of the school to me. Or perhaps you'd rather do it now and save yourself the trouble of coming back.
Dean Hargreaves, Professor, would you mind leaving me alone with Mr. Benjamin Ware III? There's something I'd like to tell him privately. Oh, it's all right. Run along and tell Louis I'll be right over to the desk.
Now you're being sensible, Annabelle. And if you were to just alter your attitude a little toward me, I might arrange to keep the school going on my money.
Mr. Benjamin Ware III, I think you're the lowest man I've ever met. I despise you.
Same old Benjamin Ware, up to your old tricks. With your money and power, you ran me out of town years ago. Now you're trying to wreck the lives of other people that won't bend to your will.
I've had just about enough of your meddling, Mr. Louis Jordan. You may be a big shot with the Hepcats in New York, but I run this town, and what I say goes here. I see I'll have to call the police the second time and have you thrown out of town again.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Look at that, Mr. Benjamin Ware III, before you call the police. That's the bank examiner's report of the Ware College Fund in your local bank. And it says there that you've issued false statements. There's enough money to run the college for another 100 years. Your grandfather seen to that. And you can't touch a penny of it. I think I'll call the police now. Oh, no. I have a better idea. Darling, you run over and tell the professor to keep the dance going. I have a private matter I'd like to take up with Benjamin Ware III. Go right ahead, darling. It won't take long. Dean Hargreaves, Professor Drury, Miss Brown, ladies and gentlemen and kids, I think Benjamin Ware III has a special announcement to make. Come on. Come on! Tell us.
Because of recent developments, we find that it will not be necessary to close Ware College.
Is that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? Now, go over there and sit down. Sit down. And now, kids, I want you all to be seated. We're going to have a little entertainment. We're going to play a number I think you're going to like. Long-Legged Lizzie. Long-Legged Lizzie. Long-legged Lizzie. She's a little dizzy. She's a little dizzy. Long-legged Lizzie is the dizziest gal in town. Town. Now here's a story about a gal named Lizzie. She's in the groove, but she's a little dizzy. She climbed up on a shed and fell right down on her head. Long-legged Lizzie. Long-legged Lizzie. She's a little dizzy. She's a little dizzy. Long-legged Lizzie is the dizziest gal in town. Lizzie's mother had a premonition. She said her child was in a strange condition. Oh, what an awful fate. Lizzie's tall as the Empire State. Long-legged Lizzie. Long-legged Lizzie. She's a little dizzy. She's a little dizzy. Long-legged Lizzie is the dizziest gal in town. Lizzie loves to have a ball, but that gal ain't nowhere at all. You know, she's so doggone tall, sleeps in the kitchen with her feet in the hall. Long-legged Lizzie. Long-legged Lizzie. She's a little dizzy. She's a little dizzy. Long-legged Lizzie is the dizziest gal in town. Lizzie fell in love with a guy named Shorty. He was fat and over 40. He said, Lizzie, you too tall to please. She said, darling, I'll walk around on my knees. Long-legged Lizzie. Long-legged Lizzie. She's a little dizzy. She's a little dizzy. Long-legged Lizzie is the dizziest gal in town. Lizzie sat down on the ground. Up in the air she heard the strangest sound. Sad but true, when Lizzie rose, an airplane bumped her on the nose. Long-legged Lizzie. Long-legged Lizzie. She's a little dizzy. She's a little dizzy. Dizzy Lizzie. Dizzy Lizzie. Lizzie's dizzy. Lizzie's dizzy. Diz Liz. Diz Liz. Liz diz. Liz diz. Dizzy. Dizzy. Lizzie. Lizzie. Long-legged Lizzie is the dizziest gal in town. Thank you so